Hello. Good evening. Welcome to the City Quest Australia live trivia quiz number 5. I will be your quiz mistress for the night. My name's Jamie. And yeah, welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. And everyone in Melbourne did not drown today or get blown down their street, and that you are all safe and cozy at home. Welcome everyone who's back, and everyone who's on the chat already. Welcome Scott, welcome Eli, welcome Sally. Glad you guys could make it, and welcome back to everyone who's come before, and welcome to anyone who's joining us for the first time as well, of course. I'm glad you could, you found us, found me. This is no us, it's just me. And my support crew being my cat and my husband, which I'm very appreciative for. Thank you very much. If you are new, the way this works is that at 8 o'clock sharp, I will start a PowerPoint presentation on the screen, and we'll go through 4 rounds of 10 points of trivia. And this week we're going to start with general knowledge, as we always do, and then we're going to have some 80s movie quotes. So good fun there. We'll have a quick 5-minute break during which you can do an optional halftime challenge. And then when we come back, there's a new round this week. I'm trying something inspired by my friend David called List It. And so that's when there's multiple possible answers to a trivia question and you just have to come up with a certain number of them. So list it, and then the last round will be the picture clues, which are all visual clues, as I'm sure you figured out. Now, all of those clues are already available on the City Quest Australia Facebook page if you want to download the picture sheet and get a head start. But you don't have to; it's not required. I will go through all of the clues one by one when we get to round 4. So that's completely up to you. If you want to give any shout-outs to anyone who is maybe having a birthday or a party or someone that you just miss and want to say hi to live on YouTube, just put it in the chat. Don't forget, though, that there might be a little bit of a lag, so if I don't automatically respond to the chat, that's not because I'm ignoring you. That's just because I haven't seen it yet, so or I've seen it, but my video hasn't caught up with the chat yet. Welcome back, Jackie, and the school teachers group. Well done. I myself am a school teacher as well, and I know many of us are doing it tough right now with remote learning. So round of applause for you guys and all the teachers out there who are working really hard from home to deliver the education. So well done. Glad you could join. And happy birthday almost to Scott Johnson. Apparently it's almost his birthday. So happy birthday, Scott, for the future. Hooray! Very cool. Okay, so some rules. It's very easy to play. All you have to do is just write down your answers on a piece of paper. You can work individually and play against the people that you are tuning in with, or you can play in teams. The only real rules are don't Google the answers, because that's lame. Why are you playing trivia if you're just going to Google the answers? And don't put any answers, real, fake, joking, or otherwise, in the chat. The chat is just for saying hi and chatting, but it's not for answers. So there are people that are playing against each other in groups, and we don't want to spoil it for them. Cool? If you have any questions, put them in the chat. If you want to contact me ever, you can put comments below. You can email me, cityquestaustralia@gmail.com, or you can send me a message on my Facebook page. Now, every week, I like to share with you what I'm drinking this week. And I've gone for wine this time. Let me make sure that the video camera can see that. Tarawara Pinot Noir tonight. This is from my local wineries in the Yarra Valley. 2018 Pinot Noir. Now, full disclosure, I did get this bottle for free. It was included in a Meat and Wine Co. Meal plan thing that my husband and I got for a date night. So that's, you know, that's fair enough. We got our thing, but I haven't tried this one before. I'm not usually a Pinot Noir drinker. We'll see how we go. Smells nice. Looks nice. Oh yeah, it's actually quite full body for a Pinot Noir. That's lovely. So they are in the Yarra Valley, in Healesville, and it says that the true Pinot Noir purity with dark cherry, spice, and tannin. Well, that sounds about right. So I think I'm going to recommend this for sure. Beautiful. Maybe I might mold the rest of it for tomorrow. What do you think? It's kind of appropriate for the weather, isn't it? With some spice in there. Would be nice. If you have a suggestion for a local brewery, winery, or other beverage producer that you would like me to support, then I would love to hear from you. Comments, chat, Facebook page, email, etc. All good. No hard liquor. Sorry, I don't go there. But beer, wine, non-alcoholic. Love a kombucha. Love a cider. Always fun to try new things. I really enjoyed. Not this week, obviously, but before I went, go to Dan's or my local bottle shop, because I can't go to the actual cellar doors right now, unfortunately, and browse and see what I can find that's local, which has been good fun. It gives me another something to do while I'm out grocery shopping or doing my exercise, and yeah. And this is what this quiz is really about: is giving you guys and me something to do during lockdown. And I've had a lot of fun putting this one together, so I hope you like it. We've got another couple minutes, as per usual. I always seem to have another couple minutes of airtime before the actual quiz is supposed to start. I don't want to go early, just in case anyone is running late and trying to put their kids to bed, or their takeaway was late, or whatever. So if you guys have anything you'd like to share, I'd love to hear from you. Do we have anyone who's new? You can type in your chat and say hi. Hope you like it. Hope you like the quiz. Just so you know, the quiz, I'll put the video for this, and all the previous quizzes are on my YouTube channel. So if you have family, for example, in the States like I do, the time doesn't really work out, but you want to play with them, then you can watch them later. And that one, of course, has the benefit of being able to pause or fast forward or rewind. You can pause the live feed if you come in late or you miss something. You can pause it and go back. And the two breaks at halftime and before answers are a good time to do that. So the videos will be on the YouTube channel, and I'm also putting together the PowerPoint presentation of the actual quiz itself, plus a scorecard, an answer sheet, hints, tiebreakers, and answers all together on my CityQuest Australia website. So if you want to run the quiz yourself, but you don't want to write a quiz, then you can go and download those. Not free, unfortunately. It is a side hustle, but it's up to you. They're available. They're there if you want them. All good. All right, it's 8 o'clock. So shall we go? Here we are. Live trivia. Quiz number 5. General knowledge. 80s movie quotes. Halftime challenge, followed by List It, brought to you by David, and picture clues. Jackie, I'm sorry that it's echoey tonight. Maybe I'll try and muffle my voice a little bit. I don't know if the setup's been the same. I'll try and not make it echoey. Let me know if it's really bad. Maybe it's on your end. Hopefully not. Anyway, here we go for general knowledge. 10 questions, 10 points, pencils out, papers ready. Don't Google the answers, don't post the answers. Have fun. Here we go. Question 1. What is the only type of bird that can fly backwards? David says mumble as much as possible. Thank you, David. I'll do that. What is the only type of bird that can fly backwards? I don't need any scientific names or anything. There's a word for this bird that would think that most people have heard of. Even if you don't know this fact about it, you would have heard of it. All right, question number 2. Who was born first out of the following? Was it A, Pythagoras, B, Socrates, C, Plato, or D, Voltaire? I'll give you a hint. They were all born a very long time ago. But who was born the longest ago? Who was born first? Pythagoras, Socrates, Plato, or Voltaire? If you're not sure how to guess. All right, question 3. What is the dot on an I and a J called? What is the dot on an I and a J called? That one's a bit rough, because if you don't know it, it's hard to figure out. But it does pop up on trivia quizzes, medium often. So hopefully it's not too bad. All right, question 4. In what year did Australia adopt the Australian dollar? I need the year. In what year did Australia adopt the Australian dollar? All right, question 5. Sergeant Tibbs, Berlioz, and Figaro are all classic Disney characters. What type of animal are they? I'm a big classic Disney fan. I wonder if you are too. Sergeant Tibbs, Berlioz, and Figaro are all classic Disney characters, but what type of animal are they? They're all the same type of animal. But what type is it? Moving on to question 6. Which vegetable was cultivated by the Dutch in honor of William of Orange? It's a food and history question there. It's a very common vegetable. It's not something that's unknown. Which vegetable was cultivated by the Dutch in honor of William of Orange? If you ask me who William of Orange was, I'm not sure. Some guy who was leader of the Dutch or something. That was question 6. Moving right along to question 7. What do the words madame, or madam, radar, and rotator all have in common? What do the words madam, radar, and rotator all have in common? All right, if you're not sure, write them down. You can come back to it because we're moving on to question 8. Who was the first leader of the USSR? I really should have looked up what that actually stands for. The United Soviet something Republic. I know what the USSR is. I just can't remember what it stands for. Sorry. But who was their first leader? I'm sure someone will tell me in the chat. Thank you, Punda. Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. I bet he's going to get, her, I don't know, I'm sorry. I bet Punda is going to get the answer to question 8. Good job. Almost finished with this round. Question 9. Where is the deepest part of the ocean located? And I need a specific physical feature. There's a couple that I will accept. But like not this hemisphere or that ocean. I need a specific geographical location. But where is that deepest part of the ocean? All right, we also have a cryptic clue for question 10. This week, it's a cryptic country. So an example, crazy petrol vehicle translates to mad a gas car. But you have to figure out what country is a British weather pattern. British weather pattern. What country is that a cryptic clue for? And remember, if you don't get it straight away, it's fine. Write it down. You can work on it during halftime, before the answer break, whatever you want. It's fine. And sometimes these ones just come to you as a lightning bolt. And you're like, oh! And sometimes they don't. It's just 1 point. Don't worry. We are moving on to round 2. 80s movie quotes. Everyone loves the 80s movies. I do at least. So here we go. Question 1. Well, Brian, this is a very nutritious lunch. All the food groups are represented. What 80s movie is that quote from? And no, I'm not going to do the voices or act them out or anything. Well, Brian, this is a very nutritious lunch. All the food groups are represented. Just need the movie title, not the year or any of the actors or anything. Question 2. You killed the car. What movie? You killed the car. Lock in your answer. Question 3. Because I was inverted. Because I was inverted. Remember, it's just 80s movies. Narrows it down a little bit. Question 4. Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. Exclamation point. Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. Sounds like Punda's doing it tough. Maybe you'll get number 5. You Americans, you're all the same, always overdressing for the wrong occasions. And just for the record, I don't think that that's an accurate statement, particularly, but it is a quote from a movie from the 80s. You Americans, you're all the same, always overdressing for the wrong occasions. Five movies down and 5 to go. Question 6. Why, you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder. It's quite a mouthful. Why, you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder. Question 6. Here comes question 7. So I did it for nothing. I hurt my family. You lost your job anyway. I did it for nothing. What 80s movie is that from? So I did it for nothing. I hurt my family. You lost your job anyway. I did it for nothing. I'm curious to know, is there an 80s movie that everyone's putting in the ones that they don't know just in case? Because usually for my crew, that's Titanic. But it doesn't work for this round, so. Question 8. 9 million terrorists in the world, and I gotta kill one with feet smaller than my sister. It's a fun quote. 9 million terrorists in the world, and I gotta kill one with feet smaller than my sister. Because you never know. If you put the same movie title in for all the ones that you have no idea on, you might get it right. As long as it's from the 80s. Question 9. No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world. Very inspiring. No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world. All right, question 10. There can be only one. And it's only 1 point. Question 10. There can be only one. All right, and believe it or not, that takes us to halftime. Hey! My goodness. I feel like that went fast. Good times. Okay, I will leave you with a puzzle. This is a rebus puzzle, so you don't have to, this is optional. If you feel like working it out, it's an English phrase that is represented by the photo. So I will be back in about 5 minutes, and so you can work on your answers, you can work on the rebus puzzle, you can refill your drink, do what you need to do. I'll see you in 5 minutes. And we're back. Sounds on, video's on. Sweet. Did you guys get the puzzle? If I can get my stupid thing not working again, I will tell you what the answer is. Did you get it? It's for instance. Because the 4 is in stance, for instance. They're fun. Okay. Are we ready for the new round? I've not done one like this before, so let me know how you like it. It's called List It, and it works like this. I will give you something. You have to give me a particular number of that item, and there's like lots of possibilities. So you just have to list what I asked for. Let's have it go. Question number 1. 10 points total, but only 4 questions. So question number 1. List 3 countries that begin and end with the same letter. So you get 1 point for each country, but a maximum of 3 points possible. List 3 countries that begin and end with the same letter. And if you think of more than 3, then just pick the 3 you like the most, and you can have 3 points for that. I think with the listed questions, I might give you a little bit extra thinking time. Would that maybe be a good idea? Extra thinking time for you is extra drinking time for me, so it's all good. All right, you got your countries, or at least a couple, or one, or you'll remember the question, because we just still do have another 5-minute break coming before answers, so don't panic. Question 2. List 3 sentient races from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Again, 1 point each for a maximum of 3 points. Now, I'm fully aware that this one might be a bit contentious, but the list that I have taken is apparently from the appendix to the Lord of the Rings book, and these are the ones that Tolkien listed as sentient races from that trilogy of books. So we'll go with that. If you're a huge Lord of the Rings fan and you take issue with the list that I give you for the answers, that is absolutely fine. Lord of the Rings is not one of the things that I geek out on like super much. I do like it. So if you feel like your answer is legit but not on the list, that's fine. Give yourself a point. No worries at all. That being said, list 3 sentient races from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. For 1 point each, 3 points possible. I think there were 7 races on the list, Punda, without peeking. Pretty sure there were 7, or possibly 8, not more than that. Okay, question 3. List 3 of the 7 deadly sins. Yes, Jessica, you're right. It will be controversial. I liked the question too much to take it out, so I knew it would be controversial. But we're moving on now to question number 3. List 3 of the 7 deadly sins. Much less contentious. There's a solid list. Now, to be fair, I'm not 100% sure where the origin of this list comes from specifically, but I know that it's in the movie 7, so that's good evidence. But all you need to do is list 3 of them. It must be in the Bible somewhere. One point each. So we should be up to 9 points now. So for the 10th point, this one might be a little bit challenging. Maybe. But go with it. All right, question 4. Name any one actor or actress who has been in 3 or more Best Picture Academy Award-winning movies for 1 point. I only need one person's name. So the movie has won Best Picture, and they have been in 3 or more of them. This is a fairly long list of people possible. So if you know your Academy Award-winning movies and your famous actors and actresses, I think you hopefully should be able to come up with one. I did a project last year where I set myself the challenge of watching every single Best Picture winner in history for the Academy Awards, and I did it in a year. I had to watch 2 movies on New Year's Eve, but I did it, and it was a lot of fun. I found a lot of movies that I hadn't seen before. But that's where these kind of questions are coming from, because these are the things that were going on in my mind. So that was question 4 of round 3. We should be up to 10 points, because the first 3 questions were 3 points each, and this one was 1 point. That's round 3 done. And of course, round 4, we have picture clues. Sorry, I'm just chuckling at Quinda's comment. That's the worst way to watch movies. Could be. Entirely possible. All right, round 4, picture clues. Who is this young Grammy Award winner? This is not what she looks like now. She looks quite different now, but this is her when she was young. What is her name? Probably get a feeling of the era from the clothing and the hair, perhaps. All right, question number 2 for picture clues. Name a city from its skyline silhouette. Thank you to Google Images for that one. I did not make that. Name the city. And just to be clear, I don't think that is a true representation of the skyline. That is a stylized skyline, taking many of the famous buildings from that skyline and mushing them together. Just to be fair. It is cool, though. All right, question number 3. This Lego sculpture is of which famous painting? I need the name of the painting. It's a very good Lego sculpture. Has anyone else been watching Lego Masters? I really enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. Can't wait for next season. This photo is not from Lego Masters, but this is the kind of thing that they would do, except crazier. But I digress. What is the name of the painting that they are representing in Lego? Question 4. 3 points. Name the movies featuring mustaches. Very fabulous mustaches we have here. I need the movies that featured these mustaches. 3 movies, 3 mustaches, 3 points, 1 point each. I should do one with eyebrows too, because that last one could be either. Eyebrows or mustaches. Very impressive. All right, possible 3 points there. Now, question 5. What kind of animal is this? I don't need the scientific name or even a very specific species, but the general family of animal. What type of animal is it? For 1 point. It's quite cute. If you don't know, have a guess, make something up. It's a real animal, not a pretend one. But you can make something up just for fun if you want, anyway. Because question 6 is, what Asian country's flag is this? I am absolutely terrible at flag questions, so I thought I would narrow it down for you by continent. It's in Asia. What country's flag is this? All right, question 7. What is this tool used for? For 1 point. I wasn't quite sure how easy this one would be. I haven't seen one of these in a very long time. But maybe some people still use them? And certainly if you are of a certain age, you would know it's for, I would assume. They've kind of gone out in the last couple decades. What is it used for? I don't think I gave anything away there. Some hints. That's fine. And if it's too easy, that's fine. I don't mind. You can have a point. Everyone, points for everyone. Good stuff. I think someone, one of our friends in the UK was inviting his 15-year-old daughter. I wonder if she would know. I wonder. Maybe she'll learn something tonight. Question 8. This is the last question of the night. Who is this animated character? The girl, not the cat. What is her name? I used to watch her when I was little. Oh, hi, Vaughn. Scott says Mom says hi. Hi, Vaughn. All right, that's it. So that's the summary page of picture clues. Again, you can download that from the City Quest Australia Facebook page if you want to, download it and zoom in or do anything crazy. But we were going to have a break before answers, so if you miss anything, you can go back and check, or you can fill in your blanks with anything that you need to. But I will be back in 5 minutes with the answers. See you in a minute. I'm back. 5 minutes are done and gone, and now it is time for answers. So I hope that you have written down all of your ideas and make-believe things and remembered all the things that you were like, what is it? What is it? What is it? And that you are ready. So we start with general knowledge answers. The only type of bird that can fly backwards is a hummingbird. They're really cute, aren't they? And they can fly backwards. There you go. Question 2. Socrates was born first out of those 4. So the answer was B, Socrates. Question 3. The dot is called a tittle, which is very funny. It's probably why it comes up occasionally on trivia quizzes. A tittle. Question 4. Australia adopted the Australian dollar in 1966. It's been a while, but fairly modern. Question 5. Sergeant Tibbs, Berlioz, and Figaro are all cats. Sergeant Tibbs is from 101 Dalmatians, Berlioz is from the Aristocats, and Figaro is from Pinocchio. Just a little bonus trivia there for you. Question 6. The carrot was cultivated for William Orange, and that is apparently why most carrots are orange, that are widely cultivated, because there's lots of other colors of carrots, but they were cultivated, so they're orange. There you go. Question 7. Madam, radar, and rotator are all palindromes. They are forward and backward the same. Just looking at the chat here, Scott, during the break, I am not doing much. Drinking wine, taking a break from my voice. I'm very boring. Sorry. You wanted to know. Question 8. First leader of the USSR, and thank you, Kunde, for telling me what that stands for. I've already forgotten, but it was Vladimir Lenin. Vladimir Lenin. If you just have Lenin, that's totally fine. Vladimir Lenin. Second leader, Stalin, no good for most people. Question 9. The deepest part of the ocean is located in the Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench. So I will accept either the Challenger Deep or the Mariana or the Marianas with an S trench. I've seen it spelled both ways. Either of those are fine. It's very, very deep. And finally, question 10, the cryptic country. Can anyone figure it out? The British or UK weather pattern rain, the Ukraine, or UK rain. I thought that was kind of clever. I have fun writing this. Probably no one else gets them, but that's, what are quiz mistresses for? All right, round 2. 80s movies. So much fun. Well, Brian, that is from The Breakfast Club, 1985. And you're like, oh, yeah, okay. Question 2, you killed the car from the end of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Great movie, in my opinion. I enjoy it. 1986, that one. You killed the car. Question 3, because I was inverted. That is from Top Gun, 1986. It's a quick little line, but it is fun. Because I was inverted. Question 4. I think this one may have been a bit more recognizable. It's from Back to the Future, 1985. The very end, when he comes back and he's in like the flying one. That's all I'm going to say, in case anyone hasn't seen it. But seriously, it's been 35 years. How many years is it? Yeah. You should see it. Question 5. You Americans, you're all the same. That's from Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981. It was said by the bad guy, one of the bad guys. in Raiders of the Lost Ark. If you just said Indiana Jones, I'm not going to take it because there's multiple of those. You have to have Raiders of the Lost Ark. Sorry. Question 6. Now this one, definitely a mouthful, but Carrie Fisher delivered it brilliantly in Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Just eked in the 80s, right on 1980. And of course, Han Solo replies with, "Who's scruffy looking?" Ha. Question 7. This one, maybe about half the people would recognize it from Dirty Dancing. Not saying which half. No judgments. Dirty Dancing. Jennifer Grey saying that. Question 8. This one of the Christmas movies that get played in my house near the holidays, it is Die Hard, 1988. Because, of course, he's barefoot and a terrorist and, yeah. Die Hard. Question 9. This one, inspirational, not said with irony either, from Dead Poets Society, 1989. Dead Poets Society. We missed Robin Williams, of course. And finally, question 10. There can be only one. That is from Highlander, 1986. Also, as a couple of the other ones were as well. There can be only one from Highlander. That was round 2. So now we have the listed round answers. So I'm going to put the entire list up, and if you got any 3, then you're going to get the points. So any 3, the list of countries that begin and end with the same letter, they're mostly A, mostly the letters A. You've got Albania, Algeria, Andorra, Angola, Argentina, Armenia, Australia, Austria, Central African Republic, Czech Republic, Seychelles, Solomon Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Give yourself an extra point if you got that one. And Tibet. So if you have any 3 of those, you get 3 points. If you got 2, you get 2 points. If you got 1, you get 1 point. And that's how it works. I'll just leave the list up there for a second so everyone can check. All right, moving on. Ready? Here we go. Question 2. Now, I know this is the contentious one, but this is the list that I found. If you would like to go with a different list, be my guest. Elves, men, dwarves, hobbits, ents, orcs, and trolls. Now, from what I read, wizards and balrogs were not included because they were spirits, and dragons were creatures, not sentient races. I don't know why they talk in that case, but again, it's up to you. This is the list that I found. So I'm going with elves, men, dwarves, hobbits, ents, orcs, and trolls. 7 possible. Okay, question 3. 3 of the 7 deadly sins. Well, we have, pride. Whoopsie's not one of them. No. Pride, greed, wrath or wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth. Don't want to be doing any of those too much because they're bad, apparently. But if you get 3, you get 3 points. So that's good. Pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, sloth. There you have it. All right, and then the final question, whether or not you like Academy Award-winning movies, here is a list of actors and actresses who have been in 3 or more in major roles. Clark Gable, Colin Firth, Diane Keaton, Dustin Hoffman, Jack Nicholson, John Cazale, John Gielgud, Meryl Streep, Morgan Freeman, Ray Fiennes, and Shirley MacLaine. Now, I will say that there are more people than this that have been in them, but they're mostly extras. or very small bit parts and earlier on movies. So they're not very well known. But this list are of the very well known actors and actresses who have been in 3 or more Best Picture winners. I'm gonna bet that 80% of the people doing this quiz guess Meryl Streep. And fair enough. You get a point? She's pretty cool. Alright, and that's round 3. Round 4 picture clues. We have the Grammy Award winning Alicia Keys, looking adorable in her school photo there. Question 2. This skyline is Barcelona. I have been there. It's fabulous. I didn't get to go in the Sagrada Familia because I didn't book tickets ahead of time. If you want to go inside, you got to book ahead of time if we're ever allowed to travel again. Just my bit of advice. Question 3. This Lego sculpture is of American Gothic. That's the name of that painting with the guy and the pitchfork and his wife, looking very kind of sour and tired. American Gothic. Question 4. Movie Mustache number 1 is from Dodgeball. Mustache number 2 is from Gangs of New York. And the final mustache and eyebrows are from Hook. 3 mustaches, 3 movies, 3 points. There you have it. Question 5. This animal is a lemur, and they are native to Madagascar. Although I think some live in Africa, mainland Africa as well. Lemur. You're so cute. Question 6. This flag belongs to the country of Georgia. I really like this flag. I think it's very, festive somehow. And question 7. 2 to go. This tool is a can opener. For reals. Maybe if you go camping, I think you definitely know. But I don't know when they introduced those little ring pull tabs on the cans, but they've been around for a while. I don't think I've ever used one like that before. Anyway, it's a can opener. If everyone got it, congratulations! Question 8. This animated character is Strawberry Shortcake. One of those classic 80s, 90s animated characters. Her name's Strawberry Shortcake. I don't know what her cat is called. Sorry. Okay. And that's it. So add up your points. But it's not quite it because we have a dun-dun-dun-dun social butterfly question. So if you were following on Facebook and Instagram, you would have got this question on Wednesday. The only number in the English language to have its letters in alphabetical order is 40. So if you had 40 already, you get 3 extra points, which could be a game changer. Maybe it even means that you tied against someone else in your group. And if that is true, then get ready for a tiebreaker question. Tiebreakers work like this. I'm going to ask you a numbers-based question. You write down your answer. The person or team with the closest answer wins the tie. Here's your question. To the nearest zettabyte, no joke, zettabyte, how much digital data was there in the world in 2018? A few seconds to write down your guesses. To that nearest zettabyte, how much digital data was there in the world in 2018? 18 zettabytes. I did not write down which website I got that from, but it was legit. I did make that up. So there you go. All right, that's the end. Hooray! Quiz 5 is done. I will definitely be back next week with Quiz 6, 8 p.m. Saturday with a little bit of waffling ahead of time. So I'm just reading the comments here. How did you go? Yeah, I know George is on the cusp of Asia in Europe. Sorry, David. But it's in Asia. I don't think it would be. I'm sure you got it anyway, David. And well done, Jackie. Nice job. 39 is a fantastic score. You should be proud. Please don't forget to like this video by clicking the thumbs up button below. Subscribe to the channel so you'll get notifications of when the live streams are getting scheduled and when they're starting. And it helps me and my channel grow as well. And as well as just share with your coworkers, your friends, your neighbors, your family, your barista. Always a really good contact to have, those baristas. And I do accept donations, much appreciated. PayPal.me/JMoshman is completely optional, up to you. If you think the quiz was worth a gold coin, then I would love to have it. And I think that's about it. If you have any suggestions for rounds that you would like to see me do, or what should I be drinking next week, put it in the chat, put it in the comments. You can message me on Facebook. You can email me, cityquestaustralia@gmail.com. And, oh, well done, Charles has got 35. Nicely done. No throwing shade, Eli. Just be nice to David. Maybe he didn't check the geography book. That's fine, don't worry. We want to keep it friendly. Cool. This was fun, guys. I'm glad that we all had something to do and somewhere to be on Saturday night, especially a rainy, miserable Saturday like this. And I hope everyone's staying safe and well, physically and mentally. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and fingers crossed, not too much longer in the stage 4 here in Melbourne, and everyone hope for that for us too. Thank you that's very much appreciated. Excellent. I will see you next week. Everyone take care. Bye.